system in Kenya, which is semi-automated. Part of it, there's a bit of automation, but quite minimal. Going forward, we are looking at upgrading our current automated fingerprint identification system, AFIS, into a automated biometric identification system, which goes beyond the fingerprints and involves the iris and the iris, the fingerprints, as well as facial recognition. The other thing, Your Excellency, is that going forward, we are moving towards an electronic ID with a machine-readable chip and QR code, and eventually this should lead us to a digital ID system, which will allow web-based ID authentication. And in the long run, transit all that into a universal, personal identifier, a unique personal identifier, which we are going to give all newborns in Kenya, and it becomes their ID when they attain the age of majority at 18. So, Your Excellency, I think we are on the right forum. This is a forum which will make us move into the digital world and move Kenya's registration of persons, Kenya's identity system to the next level. And we are very happy with the kind of cutting-edge technology that have been demonstrated during the exhibition.
These dumbass Hamites. First and foremost, I'd like to give all honor, infinite glory, and praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Makakadash. Double honors to the beloved elders and the apostles at Great Millstone that taught me this truth. Peace and salutations to all you hopeful Lekdakim out there laboring that are pushing this word in truth and in sincerity. This is your brother Amar from the GMS Boise, Idaho camp, coming at you with a quick, another update about the MOT to the B, because there's a lot to be said about this video, but I want to make it quick, short, and to the point. If you haven't heard by now, but Kenya is rolling out a new digital ID system for their newborn babies, and all children will begin this process by, they say, December, and they want to implant them with a digital identification, charagma, pretty much. And we know those dumbass Hamites are going to fall along right with Esau for a couple shekels and a couple bad promises, maybe some clean water. But over there, they're gonna fall right in line, because they're gonna use those lesser nations, the weaker nations, to run the experiments on getting all the corks out of doing it on a mass population, and the type of pushback they're gonna have of the legal issues of it. But as you can see, these Hamites have no problem lining up their little fucking derelicts to hand right up to Esau to get charagma'd up. As you can see, it started with fingerprints, which is something that we all did. Everybody, when they're a baby and they're at the hospital, they get the bottom of their foot fingerprinted. They get their hand sometimes, fingerprinted and put on the ink of paper. But now he said he's moving it up to a digital iris scan, which is your eye scan, and then they also want to do it to facial recognition, which is why these AI camera systems are set up all over the place. And he said, even more, he wants to link that in with a digital identificator, a biometric digital ID, which is something that's inserted inside of you, And again, this is all a precursor to Revelation 13 and 16, which we all know. But this video specifically is just one of those boiling in the frog analogies. The boiling frog analogy is that you slowly turn up the heat. You see how it started with ID cards, driver license. Oh, now you got to have a social security number. Oh, now you got to have a certain account number set up to access your banking records. Everything is set up to a personal level. And now they want to add it to what makes you, which is your fingerprints, your iris scans, your facial recognition. They want to personalize it even more, to the point where they're eventually going to be inside of you, underneath your skin, in the form of a grain of rice, to know everything that you're doing, how many heart rate beats are per minute, when you're happy, when you're sad. And he can also send different frequencies through that device to have you feeling a certain type of way. If he wants the population to rise up or calm down or whatever, that's his goal. Ultimately, that's his end goal. But as you can see, he's starting with these lesser nations, which is no surprise because he has to have a guinea pig. But we understand all these things clear as day. This is I'm going to get a scripture out of 2 Corinthians 2:11, straight to the point. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. And we are not ignorant, those that are in the light. But to the world, this looks like, to the people in the world that love this place, they think that's the next best thing. Why do you think they're pushing all these Netflix? Oh, my child was lost. My child is sex trafficked. Oh, there's so many abductions happening. Yeah, that's happening, and it's only going to increase. But they push that out there so that people are even more willing to have their kids karagmat up, in the form of security and safety. But all you are is handing over your life to this devil, because the scriptures clearly say not to do that. And so we have to understand all these things are happening in our lifetime, and we're rebuking them. We're calling them out. And we're crying for the whole world to see this, man. And this is why, Isaiah 58:1 goes right into play. This is cry aloud, spare not. Lift up thy voice like a trumpet and show my people their transgression and the house of Jacob their sin. And we're not sparing about the political correctness of what the world deems as getting your children kragmat up the safest thing you can do in this modern age. We don't care. We're not sparing anybody's feelings, worried about it may hurt somebody's emotion, But it says lift up thy voice like a trumpet, because ultimately, we are in the highways and byways. And a trumpet is like an alarm sound, if somebody's on the watchtower. And show my people their transgression, because all we were worried about is the Israelites. These heathens don't even have any part of the covenant, the mercy, the promises, or the sacrifice that Yahweh Shai did on the cross. So this is not for them. Ultimately, they're just waiting and playing their part in prophecy until Yahweh Shai comes and cracks those clouds on the ass. And the house of Jacob their sins, because only Jacob can sin, because only Jacob was given the law. Because law, sin is the transgression of the law. We were only the ones at Mount Sinai that was sprinkled with the blood that made the first covenant with the Most High. So all these things apply to us. All these things are happening so that the prophecy can be fulfilled, so that our kingdom can come. So when you see news like this and of other countries starting to grain of rice their children, we can understand that this is all coming to an end very soon, brothers. So just prepare yourselves, because they are trying to bring in this technocracy, this AI, this Terminator world, very quickly. So Lord willing that this lesson was edifying and, showing you what's happening over there in the Hamite land in Kenya. But on to the next one. First and foremost, to end this lesson, first and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and infinite glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim Kakadash. Double honors to the beloved elders, the apostles, the elder bishops at Great Millstone, and peace and salutations to all you Akim out there laboring, pushing this word in truth and in sincerity. Till next time, it's your brother Amar. Shalom.